Hey guys, and welcome back to Cake or Sprinkles. And so here I am yet again for Storyline Sunday, and we are on to chapter 20. And here is where the final battle starts, and as it turns out, I now have 11 documents on my drive. That's right. So guys, I actually have nothing to address. Other than that, I am currently working on the movie. Progress will be slow. Well, it is going slowly. And even slower because I am going to camp again. But this time it's a stay-at-home camp, so I will be able to make videos. Well, so much for nothing to address. Guys, I'm going to a drama camp, well, along with my younger sister, who co-owns this channel, but yeah, so, jeez, why am I so bad at... My brain is having some serious farts right now. So yeah, guys, we're doing a show called Pirates. It's a comedy, and unfortunately, I can't really record anything for you guys because of copyright infringement laws. But thought I'd let you guys know just to keep you, updated. But guys, let's get into 11 Dimensions. We are nearing the end, and while the movie is starting to come to be, as for the trailer, we had a meeting this past Thursday, so that we could get it voiced. Unfortunately, that did not go very well, as we got minimal work done, and I'm really sad because of that, but we're gonna try again. Hopefully next time we meet up, we can get it finished. But with that out of the way, let's get into the video. And remember guys, if you do enjoy this, then please comment down below saying that you did, along with other kid-friendly video suggestions, and then like, and then subscribe, because that's the order you do it on this channel. And then it'll be time to end this. One more thing, guys. I am giving a shout out to a YouTuber and friend of mine named Pumao3 Minecraft PE. Well, you could just say MCPE, for making an outro that I can use for this channel. The outro will be put at the end of the video and every video from now on. So please make sure to go subscribe to him. I will leave a link for his channel in the description, along with the playlist for Storyline Sunday. And let's get into this. For real this time. I promise. No more announcements. No more announcements. We're literally just gonna go straight in. I should really stop talking now. Okay then. Chapter 20. Time to end this. Red and Cupcake were frightened, but amazed at the darkness and open space of the end. The team started walking around, getting to know their surroundings, and that's when the final battle started. So you found me, Herobrine pointed out to them. What to do with these bothersome pests? Herobrine questioned. You'll be calling us pests after we kick the blocks out of you, exclaimed Red. Ha ha, I'd love to see you try, Herobrine mocked. They all pulled out their diamond swords, and then everybody pulled out something else in their left hand, the thing that represents them. Toothless pulled out a torch to show leadership. Red pulled out her strength potion to show a brewing talent. Ice Cream pulled out his pickaxe for a knack for mining, and Cupcake pulled out some cobblestone to show off her building skill. Really? You think that will intimidate us? asked Herobrine. You'll be intimidated, Toothless promised. They readied their battle positions. Both sides did. However, Herobrine did not forget about Jean, as he summoned her in to join the battle. It's not like Jean could resist, however much she wanted to, and Toothless couldn't ask her to fight back, however much she wanted to. Alright, Herobrine, make your move, demanded Red. Alright, I will, responded Herobrine, plummeting down with sword in hand. He landed with his force so strong the ground exploded. They all surrounded him. Ice Cream took first swing, which was met with a block, and then Red came up behind him, jumping to land a critical. Herobrine responded by pulling away from Ice Cream and roundhouse kicking her, slamming her into Cupcake. We need a different game plan, exclaimed Cupcake, short after being slammed. I've got one. Ice Cream, take Herobrine since you best fend him off. Red, take Herobrine, for your archery will prove well against the Withers, and Cupcake and I will hold Jean off, Toothless shouted out. Why me? Asked Cupcake. Don't argue, just come on, Toothless commanded. Then they then sectioned off, handling their threats. You think you alone can deal with me? Herobrine mocked. Yes, I do, and I will, Red answered. Herobrine didn't waste time. She put her hands adjacent to each other, and they looked like they were surging. They grew brighter and brighter until it came, the Wither. It was the creepiest thing Red had ever seen. The way the three heads stared, the floating body that was so skeleton-like, and just its plain format. She was prepared with the strategy, though, whipping out her bow. I get first shot, she joked, and fired the arrow. Toothless and Cupcake were having just as pleasant a time. Jean O'Brien kept encircling them. She came in for a swoop, and Toothless jumped onto Cupcake, knocking her out of the way. Come on, Jean, can't you resist a little bit? Toothless asked hopefully. The next fireball answered her question. Ice Cream, honestly, might have been having the easiest time. Do you think you can defeat me? Asked Herobrine. I was about to ask the same of you, responded Ice Cream. They started to duel. Herobrine was giving it all he had, which is a lot for an immortal, but Ice Cream had the same amount of strength, equalizing the battle. Red was handling fine against the Wither. That is, until the shield came up and it couldn't take damage from arrows. The blast pelted her as she did everything in her power to stay away from them. Herobrine had spawned in another one, and that was Red's cue. She jumped in front of the first Wither and ducked, making the two Withers hit each other. That all you got, Herobrine? Asked Red. Not even close, Herobrine answered, coming down with her sword. They began their duel in return. Jean was, under Herobrine's control, shooting down fireballs and swooping in on multiple occasions. Then Toothless spotted something, a weak spot on one of her head scales. Cupcake, can you build me a staircase about 20 blocks high? Toothless quizzed. Yeah, but what good will that do? Cupcake questioned. I bet you if I slice off Jean's top scale, then she won't be under Herobrine's control, Toothless explained. Jean was circling around for another swoop. You know, that actually sounds like it could work, Cupcake agreed. Okay, start placing in 1, 2, Toothless counted as Jean was coming straight. 3, go, go, go! Cupcake was spamming those blocks. It was almost as if she were in creative mode, but twice the speed. When she was finished, Toothless climbed to the top spare, waited for entry of the Ender Dragon, and hopped onto her back. Toothless had to be cautious and swift. One sharp turn of Jean and she'd get knocked off. She ran along Jean's back, trying to balance with the flight pattern. It was a difficult but swift journey to her head, and she slashed that scale, right off. Jean felt the control slipping away as she descended towards solid ground. Toothless managed to jump off before the crash, but she couldn't stop in time. Her body slipped over the edge of the island as she managed to get a grip on the surface block. Sorry, but this pitiful fight ends here, Herobrine said. She teleported behind Red, gripped her shoulder, and teleported again, this time in front of an obsidian pillar, and placed down a piece of obsidian, then tied Red to a lead to that block before Red could react. She then went over, placed an iron bar, and tied Jean to that with 2 leads. You're going to regret that, Herobrine, Toothless assured. Cupcake tried to come over, but was knocked back by a lightning bolt. Will I regret that? Answered Herobrine malevolently. No, I don't think I will. Say goodbye, Toothless. Ice Cream heard that Toothless from the other side of the island and wanted to react, but Herobrine slowed him. You're not going anywhere except to the underworld, Herobrine spoke sincerely. Ice Cream's eyes turned very red at this. Oh, was that supposed to intimidate me? Ice Cream spun around, kicking him in the face, followed by slashing his sword into his stomach. Then he bolted out of there. Ice Cream had good timing for once, because he was able to shove Herobrine out of the way just before she kicked Toothless off. Come on, grab my hand. With your other hand, maybe, Ice Cream insisted. She tried to, but Ice Cream ended up doing the most reaching. Fools! Herobrine shouted after Toothless was on her feet again. You thought that was enough? You're pathetic. Sorry, Herobrine. I guess you missed the main course. Oh wait, that's just because we haven't served it yet, Ice Cream answered. I'm not wasting any time with these meal jokes, Herobrine shouted just before teleporting again. He teleported in between them, but then he threw the unexpected hardest punch he could offer. It knocked them away from each other as Ice Cream went fully over the edge. Ice Cream! Shouted Toothless. Toothless! Shouted Ice Cream, who was hanging onto the very bottom block of the island. Don't worry, I'll save you, Toothless promised. Wait, Toothless, don't, Ice Cream commanded. What? Why not? Toothless questioned. If you try to save me, then you'll go down with me and Herobrine and Herobrine win. I'm not worth the world. I'm not worth everybody's lives, Ice Cream explained. Ice Cream, Toothless tried to argue, but was interrupted one last time. Toothless, I'm hanging by a string here, so you do well not to interrupt. Listen, it's all on you now. You have to make the dragon sword. It's a secret, but it's the only thing that'll stop the hero twins. Here, take this emerald. And Toothless, Ice Cream ordered. Yeah, Ice Cream, cried Toothless. Ice Cream's hand started to slip, but it let go completely a microsecond after they started. I love you, Ice Cream confessed as he descended into the void, taking massive amounts of damage at a time until he puffed up into smoke. And you can see you've got another picture there. Like there. See that? Maybe not so clearly, but yeah, guys, that is the end of chapter 20. We've only got 3 more chapters to go. Love and Dimensions. And guys, so, yeah, this is gonna get really intense real soon. I'm just wondering about it for the movie. So guys, Ice Cream has finally confessed his love, and now Toothless will have to craft the dragon sword to stop the hero twins once and for all. Will she be able to pull her feelings from Ice Cream to save the world? Or will Herobrine and Herobrine be too powerful for them? Stay tuned to find out. And guys, if you enjoyed this, then please comment down below saying that you did, and then like, and then subscribe for better lighting in here, because that's the order you do it on this channel. And I will see you guys next time. Cake or sprinkles? Peace out.